Imagine getting a full dental cleaning and brand new prescription glasses for less than what you pay for copay back at home. We're retired, slow traveling through Vietnam, and today we're showing you exactly how much we paid, where we went, and what the experience was really like. You might be booking your own appointment after this.
So we're going to start with our dental care and why we even needed dental care while we were in Vietnam. So, since we retired, our insurance that we currently have does not cover dental. So we typically get our teeth cleaned every 6 months. And as it happened, that time landed while we were in Vietnam, actually in Nha Tram. So we decided to schedule us a teeth cleaning while we were there.
Yeah, and before we set out for travel and we went over, what we were going to do for our insurance, the first thing we said was we didn't need dental insurance because we knew that we would take advantage of what the different countries had to offer based on where we were visiting. So this was our first stop in doing this. So
yeah, so that's a good point. Mm-hmm. So I guess the next question would be, how did you find a place to go? So we were fortunate that one of the church members at the church we attended while we were visiting Nha Tran, she gave us a recommendation. I would suggest, if you don't know anyone, you can maybe look at Facebook groups, expat groups. Typically will have that kind of information, or you can post a question and someone in the expat community can share information that probably would be helpful. So in this case, we had a recommendation by someone we trusted. And the name of the clinic was, and I hope I don't mess up this pronunciation, was Nha Co Viet Han. It's listed as a dental clinic in Google Maps.
Yeah, and we'll put that name on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, so it was pretty easy for us to find. Mm-hmm. So I guess the next thing is, once we found out where we were going to go, we need to make an appointment.
Yeah, and prior to that, our church member had told us that they do speak English. So,
which is helpful.
Yeah, which is very helpful. But from there, making our appointment. So guys, let me tell you. So I actually went out through Google. I found their number on there, and I said, okay, they do WhatsApp. So our appointment was made through WhatsApp. Very easy. Told her I wanted to make an appointment. She asked what time she wasn't sure if it was a he or she, but the system did ask us if we wanted to, what day and what time.
And I think we actually booked on maybe a Wednesday, and our appointment was like Friday.
Yes, 2 days later.
Right.
So after I provided the information with our name and all of that, I immediately got an appointment back for Sean and an appointment back for myself. And I was so shocked. And I told my husband, I said, Sean, look at this. Look at my phone. We have an appointment for each one of us with our time. Now, I don't know which dentist y'all go to in the U.S., but there's no way possible you can get an appointment that quick. And through an app like that.
Right.
So we were very, very shocked by that.
Yeah, and pleased. So, we said, all right, we got a location, actually have an appointment, and it was time for us to make the trip. So we actually walked. It was in walking distance from our Airbnb, so we walked to the clinic. And let me tell you, when we got there, we were blown away.
Yeah, so when you first get there, like any other office, or like if you go to the pharmacy or some of these stores, do require you to remove your shoes.
That's right.
So we had to sit down. They have flip-flops available for you to put on. So we did that prior to entering. And as soon as we got in and sat down, the young lady...
Yeah, she asked us our names, and they had all the paperwork already waiting for us.
So
based on our appointment time?
yeah, we had a few things to sign for and fill out, but she went over that with us.
Yeah, and I guess we waited probably 10 minutes. I think we were in the waiting area for 10 minutes. And then the technicians that were doing our cleaning, it was two young ladies. They both came down and met with us and escorted us up to where we were going to be having our procedure.
Yeah, and this facility, like Sean said, was very, very nice. There were different floors.
Yeah, so you enter in through the reception area, and that's where the waiting room is, and also the young ladies that process all the customers, the patients that come into the office. And I remember when we went up the elevator, there were about 5 floors, and each floor had different procedures that were going on. I think a cleaning, and they had oral surgery, and then any fillings or teeth pulling. So it was very well laid out and very, very nice.
Now, Sean actually, when they took him, he went on a different floor from me. So, but we both had the same procedure done.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about your experience first and then?
Yeah, so my experience was very similar to what I was expect to see in the United States. The equipment was up to date. It was very obvious that they used a lot of technology. They were playing music, which was comforting to me. And then the young lady who was doing my teeth cleaning, I would say she was very careful to, communicate with me what she was about to do, and then she was also making sure that I didn't have any issues during the procedure. Very well trained, in my opinion.
When I walked in, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it was very high tech in that facility. Everything you see at home. So if you're worried about what it looks like and all, I mean, it's the same. I mean, everybody get their teeth cleaned in these countries.
Right.
So, I mean, you're not going to have, if anything, you're going to have a better experience. But we'll share all of that in this video. I do want to tell y'all about the cool shades they gave us.
Yeah, they, because they're doing teeth cleaning and things can splatter, we both wear prescription eyeglasses. So the young lady removed my glasses, my prescription glasses, and then gave me some glasses to put on while she performed the procedure. So 2 thumbs up from me.
Yeah. Also, doing my cleaning, after the young lady, during certain times, she would check on me to see that I need anything. But after that, she wanted me to hold the mirror up, asked me, was everything okay?
Yeah, I forgot about that. They actually did a before and after.
Yes.
They asked me, she said, is it okay if I take pictures? And I said, sure. So they had a mirror that they use, and they take pictures before, and then they take pictures after, I guess to show, the work that was accomplished.
Yes. So after that, after our cleaning, so how long do you think it took?
If I had to guess, I would say between 30 and 45 minutes, about what I would experience at home, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I did notice, the cleaning was a little bit different.
How so?
It's like they scrubbed each individual tooth. They just went. It was a difference that I noticed than what they normally did at home. But for the most part, it was a very good cleaning. That was all we had done. We did strictly cleaning.
Right.
We didn't do any x-rays. We figured we would get those done, in the next 6 months in that country that we're in. And we don't know where that's going to be right now.
Right.
But after that, the young lady walked me back downstairs.
Same.
And
Yeah.
and from there, that's where you pay.
Right. So I know everybody's wondering, how much did this cost? So I'll let Tina share that.
So for Sean's cleaning and my cleaning together, the total cost was 500,000 Vietnamese dong, and in US dollars, that comes to a total of $19.11.
So just think about that for a minute. That's less than $10 per person for teeth cleaning. No insurance involved. This is just basically being a walk-in patient, getting your teeth cleaned, up to the standards that we would expect in the United States, and paying less than 10 US dollars per person.
Yes, great. Also, I asked the young lady when I was checking out, if they keep our information on file in case we're back in the country, so we won't have to provide all that information again. And she did inform me that they do keep our information on file. So all in all, we had a great experience at the dentist's office. And basically, I don't think we had a fear going into it because we had asked a local church member for recommendations. But, you all just to walk into this clinic, and they were very, attentive.
I agree. I agree.
To us. So we definitely give it a thumbs up.
So if you haven't figured it out yet, would we recommend dental services in Vietnam, particularly Nha Trang? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
In fact, if you caught our last video, our Nha Trang video, where we had dinner with a couple from South Africa and a couple from New Zealand, and we were sharing our story with them. And I think the couple from New Zealand, they were planning on scheduling a teeth cleaning before they left, based on our experiences.
Yes.
So, if you're ever concerned or wondering what the dental care is like in Nha Trang, 2 thumbs up from us.
Why I needed eyeglasses. So, same as it was before with the dental cleaning, prior to us leaving the U.S., eye vision insurance is something that we did not get because we knew that we could have these things done in the countries we were going to be visiting. So I decided I needed some new eyeglasses. The current ones that I had were that I purchased prior to were just a little too heavy. They would kind of just fall down. So I had already made my mind that I'm going to get new eyeglasses. So that was something we searched out to do. And
we, again, went to our church member who's been living in Nha Trang and asked her, if she had any recommendations for a place for us to get prescription glasses. And she did. So we looked this place up. Actually, on Google Maps, it was listed as a sunglass store. But the name of the place was Gok Kwang. And we were able to just basically walk in and tell them kind of what we were looking for, and they were definitely willing to help.
Yes, and we'll also put the name of the vision place as well on the screen for you. Also here, once again, English speaking staff, very friendly. So we didn't have, any issues there if that's something that you're concerned about. The facility was very nice. They had a great selection of eyeglasses for men and women. Also, if you were looking for sunglasses, they had those as well. But I was strictly looking for new eyeglasses for myself.
Yeah. So can you explain a little bit about how the process went for selecting glasses in the eye exam?
Yes, so when we arrived, the first thing that I told them that I wanted the same as my current glasses, meaning scratch resistance,
progressive
lenses, and anti-glare, since the computer is something that that we both sit in front of a lot,
Right.
and on our phones, of course. So that was my main thing that I was concerned about, is just wanting them to know that I wanted the same as I had in my current glasses. So from there, they did an eye exam, same as we would do here in the U.S. back at home. So that was performed. What else did we do? After we did that, they kind of wrote up everything.
Right.
And told me what time we needed to be back, the cost.
Yeah, I don't know if you mentioned, and maybe you didn't remember this, but they took her current glasses and they had a machine in the back.
Oh, yeah.
And they took those lenses and they did some measurements to confirm her current prescription.
Yeah, they must have done that while I was
Yeah.
doing my exam, took
Yeah.
my glasses. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, from that, they then wrote up what the total cost was going to be. And, you know, some of these, well, what we noticed here is that they required a deposit.
Right.
And of course, on the deposit, we did not, this facility only took cash. They did not take credit cards. So I did not check that prior to, but it wasn't a problem because the young lady there decided that she would take me to the ATM machine.
Right. They told us where the ATM was located, and they said, well, we don't want you guys to get lost, so if you don't mind, I don't mind taking you there. So Tina and the young lady jumped on the scooter, and off they went.
Now, let me mind you, in my mind, she was telling me she would take me, but I did not realize it was going to be on a scooter. This was my first time riding on a scooter.
Since we've been in Southeast Asia.
Since we've been in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
So I put that cap on my head, the helmet, and we went right down the way, got to the ATM, got the deposit out that I needed, and we headed back. Very nice. You know, that was something she did not have to do. Yeah. There we go again, extending their customer service, and it was amazing. So we paid her the deposit, which was 1 million Vietnamese dong, which in US dollars, that's $38.06.
Yeah, at that time, because obviously the exchange rate fluctuates.
Yeah.
So it may be slightly different, but yeah, it was about $38.
$38.
Yeah.
So from there, we paid that, and then they told us what time we needed to be back to pick up the eyeglasses. Now,
that was a whole 2.5 hours later. So we arrived, Tina picked out frames, they took the measurements, determined what the prescription was that was needed, you know, all of the features that she wanted on her lenses, wrote everything up, and executed the order and told us to come back in 2.5 hours, the glasses will be ready.
Now, not 7 to 14 days like it would normally be in the U.S.
Right.
2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yes. Yeah, so let's discuss that. So we show up 2.5 hours later, and the glasses are there.
Yes. So I do have to tell y'all this. You know, since we've been in Vietnam, there's a lot of things that we've noticed, you know, about the culture and how relaxed and laid back they are. So we get there, and there's a guy that's sitting there, and he said, oh, give me one moment. So the lady comes from the back, and obviously it looks like she's been asleep.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do.
Yeah, it's a home-based business.
It's a home-based
yeah, their
business.
home is located, is just above the business.
Yeah, but it just lets me know that, you know, things are done so differently here in Vietnam. But she came out, got my glasses, cleaned them off. They were gorgeous. I absolutely loved them. Tried them on. She wanted to make sure everything was okay. Told her everything was fine. They also told me to wear them for a couple of days. If I had any issues out of the glasses, to come back and they'll make all the adjustments that needed to be done. She took my old glasses, wrapped them up, put them in the carrying case that she gave to me, and then
Off we went.
off we went. But we did have to pay our balance.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
So
forgot about that.
did pay that balance, and I'm not sure if we told what the total cost was.
Yeah, the total cost for brand new prescription glasses with all of the same features in the lenses that we had before was $80.15 with a 2.5 hour wait to get the brand new glasses.
Now, definitely want to do a comparison there with the U.S.
Right.
So my current glasses that I had, that I replaced, those glasses ran me, and this is with
With
insurance,
insurance, yes.
approximately $348.
Right.
So $80.15 without insurance.
Correct.
I mean, you can't beat that.
So, question again, would you recommend getting prescription glasses in Vietnam?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think that I will ever, if I don't have to, get my eyeglasses done in the U.S.
Yeah. So I think what we want to do in this video was share with you, our experiences with medical care in Vietnam. And these are two services that typically aren't covered on basic insurance policies. A dental, unless you have a dental policy,
Yeah, they're additional.
or something with eyeglasses, you wouldn't typically have that on the insurance policy, a basic one. So these are just an example of our experiences and what costs we had to have a routine dental cleaning and get prescription eyeglasses in Vietnam.
And so, with that as well, this is how you can live comfortably in these countries, because along with the cost of living, medical care is so affordable.
Retired travelers on a budget.
So guys, thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Remember, it is free to subscribe, and also it will help notify you when our next video comes out.
Thanks for watching.